Hello, I'm Professor Megan Bruce and I'm Director of Combined Honours in Social Sciences at Durham University. This video follows on from my previous video which talked about the structure of Combined Honours as a degree programme. This video is much shorter and looks at how we support students within the department and all the things that we've done to build a community for the students on our programme. So, the support that's in place is really varied because a question that I often get at Open Day from applicants, or mostly from parents actually, is are students lonely on this degree course? Are they isolated? Does the fact that the 350 students on the programme all taking different modules, does that mean that people don't find it very easy to make friends? And I would say potentially that could be the case, but we've got out in front of that problem and put lots of support structures in place, so we're confident that that is actually not the case for our programme. So I've got a list of bullets on the screen here that talk about all the different support mechanisms that we have on the programme to make sure that students feel part of our combined social sciences community. So these range from staff things to student things, and all kinds of stuff goes on. So I have weekly office hours. As combined director, I have weekly office hours, usually on a Wednesday morning, because that's when students tend to be free, but I'm happy to see people at other times as well. Every academic member of staff in the university has office hours. And it's a time when staff will be guaranteed to be in their office. We're not at meetings or teaching or anything else, and students can come and knock on the door without an appointment and ask us things. And for combined students, I really encourage first years to pop along to office hours in the first term and just have a chat with me, just to get to know me. I'll teach some of you on the modules that I happen to teach in various places that I teach, but I won't teach all of you. So it's quite difficult sometimes if a student comes to me because they've got a problem and it's the first conversation that we've had. So I always say to first years when I meet everybody together in Freshers Week, come along to office hours at some point in October, have a chat, show me a photo of your dog, I'll show you my dog, we can have a chat about our favourite biscuit, just a bit of a getting to know you chat to make sure that I know the students. So then if that same student comes back and has a conversation with me because something more difficult is going on, we've got a basis where we know each other already. Academic office hours with your lecturers, they are not going to want to talk to you about dogs and biscuits in quite the same way. They'll be happy to talk to you about things that are happening on the module, questions you might have about reading, all of those kind of things. So you have plenty of open access to your teaching staff. Duo is Durham University Online. That's our virtual learning environment. So you will find when you've registered for modules that you have a Duo page for every module that you take. You'll also have Duo pages for your college and various other things. We have a combined social sciences Duo page where we put all the information that different departments give us, information that we're sending to you. So you've got a central place that you can look to see things that relate to you and combined social sciences. We also send around a weekly email bulletin to the students because they said, please don't send us emails every day, put it all together in a bulletin once a week. So we send a weekly e-bulletin that just reminds you of deadlines that are coming up or social events that are happening for combined, so you keep in touch with the programme. In terms of academic support, you'll be given a named academic advisor in one of your principal subjects. So if you're studying most of your credits in, say, politics or geography, that's where your academic advisor will come from. There'll be an academic from that department. There'll be somebody you can go to with particular academic questions. If your advisor, for example, is in politics, but you've got questions about geography or sociology, we have a named member of staff to be a link person for combined students in each of the departments, in the social science faculty and in the arts and humanities faculty. So if you've got a question about the programme, you can talk to me. If you've got a question about a particular subject or module, there are named people in each of the departments that know about combined that you can go and talk to. They'll understand the kinds of issues that you might be facing. Now, in terms of student support by students for students, we've got a student social society that I'll talk about in a second that the students have put together through the Student Union. That's very active, and I've got a slide about that in a minute. We have a combined honours peer mentor scheme where as a first year you can be matched with another combined honours student in second year or final year who's doing similar if not identical combination of subjects to you. You'll be in a little mentor group of about 5 first years with one mentor. You meet every week through October and then fortnightly till Christmas, and it gives you a little micro community of people you're likely to see in classes, and that gives you an extra layer of support of people you're going to recognise and get to know. College support is massive through Durham University as well. You'll get a college. Colleges do things like academic parenting. You'll have a college mother or father who does the same subject as you. Other people in your year group who have the same college mother or father as you. So there's a whole family tree structure running through colleges for support. Colleges will tend to know you really well as a person as well. So if a student comes to me and is having some sort of academic problem, one of the first things I do is phone up their college and say, I've just spoken to so-and-so, this is going on, do you know about it? How are we going to support between us? And we have that conversation. So there are lots and lots of levels of support that go on through the institution. So as promised, here's a bit more information about our Student Social Society. This is the exec currently in our society that's been running for 2 years now and runs all kinds of events for students. Every combined student is automatically a member of this society, and the goal of it is to create a social community. So this is the exec. They're standing up on the top of the Calman Learning Centre at a farewell summer celebration event that we had at the end of last year. It looks like they're standing in front of a green screen, but actually that was the cathedral on a sunny day, which is how Durham always is in the summer. So the Social Society run welcome events for freshers. We had a wine and hummus quiz night in October. There was a pizza night in November. They tend to run one event a month, roughly at least, to keep people in touch with each other. There are returners events for second year, final year, year abroad students coming back again. Mentor events as well, so the mentors can get together with their groups of mentees. They booked the Waffle restaurant in town for a mentor-mentee waffle weekend session, so that was good. During induction week, the mentors and the Social Society run events to help you settle in and make sure that you've found your way around the programme. And there is a ball every year, which last year was in January. So as well as the Social Society, we have an elected group of student representatives. You can vote for students on the programme who will then sit in meetings with me once a term and sit in meetings with the departments once a term to talk about slightly more of the administration of the programme to make sure that your voice is heard when we think about what changes we might make to the programme. So we elect 2 first-year representatives and then 1 for each subject in the faculty so that you have a good representation at meetings about all the different subject areas. This photo of our student representatives from a couple of years ago shows another initiative that we started, which is Combined Social Sciences t-shirts. That's not a coincidence that they're all wearing the same t-shirt. So we have Combined Social Sciences t-shirts. Again, that's a good way of spotting other combined students in the city as you go out and about. We also give every first year a Combined Honours lanyard, which I've chosen a nice bright orange colour for to make sure you can spot each other. So there are good ways of seeing each other as you're out and about. Here's a photo from this year's peer mentor training. They're looking a bit tired because that was straight after the exam period finished. So this was this year's set of peer mentors. So you can see friendly, welcoming faces ready to meet with you in Freshers Week. And that kind of wraps up the level of support that we have on the programme. We have booklets as well that I would have given you if we'd been able to see you in person. The Student Society has made a by student for student booklet that explains all the different levels of support and interaction and cohort building that we have going on the programme. So again, you can have a look at that. We'll make sure we get that sent out online for you as well. So thank you very much. You can have a look at some of our other videos to learn about study abroad and employability options. Thank you.